Hi, I hope you guys can see me. Yeah, welcome to Olu of Love's channel. Keep it down, please. All right, so we're here to discuss love. Yes, for me, love is the most fascinating topic ever and the most interesting, and I think is also one of the most misunderstood concepts that by almost everyone. And because I'm Olu of Love, yes, love is like the central into my music as a singer, songwriter, producer. I believe that love has a definition, of course, and this is what I want to present in this video. So I'll start with this. I stumbled on a particular video on YouTube. This video, I'll try and put it somewhere on the screen and also link it in the description. It's titled Love Has Nothing to Do with Relationships. It's a very interesting topic and it caught my attention because the first idea, everybody's idea of love is like it has to do with relationships, right? You love your partner, you love your wife, you love your husband, that kind of thing. And so, but this video is by a psychologist. His name is Dr. Orion Taraban. But he looks at love from the psychological aspect, from a psychological angle. And then he argues that love has nothing to do with that. Love has nothing to do with relationships. And he made a few statements, and I'm going to pick out 5 statements that he made and then try and also support what he's saying from a spiritual angle at the end of the day, because I'm a Christian and I believe that love itself has deep roots in Christianity, especially in what Christ came to do for us. So, we'll get to that at the end, but let's just get into the first statement, and I've sort of like alluded to it already. So yeah, first statement is love is not confined to any form of relationship. Most of us think that love exists in a husband to wife relationship, a mother to child relationship, like it has to be defined in that context, a boyfriend to girlfriend kind of relationship. In dealing with relationships, there are rules, right? There's a value exchange in, especially in any human relationship. There is what I do for you and then what I expect you to do for me. But he posits that love does not exist in any confine of relationship. Like it goes beyond that. It goes beyond what you feel. It goes beyond any romantic feeling. Goes beyond relationship. So that's statement number 1. So the second statement that he made is that love is valueless. Love is valueless. This one it seems paradoxical because you think valueless. When you think something that is valueless, that means it doesn't worth anything. But it is paradoxical because in its valuelessness holds its value because you can't put a price to love. Imagine a commodity that you can't put a price on, that immediately you pay any amount for, it cheapens it. That is love. Number 3 statement. He says, love solely exists for the benefit of the loved. He said, love wants the best for the loved one, even to the point of sacrificing themselves. Does this give you a hint about somebody in history, in the Bible? Yeah, love is selfless. Love is utterly selfless. And it wants the best for the other person. It wants the best for the loved one. I made an allusion to somebody in history and somebody in the Bible. This is what Christ did for us. The Bible says, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. to die for us. God himself came in the flesh and died for us to save us. When you do something for somebody that doesn't even warrant it, that doesn't know you, that has never seen you before, but you show up for that person, you treat that person well, and then you know that you're doing it without expecting anything back. You're just doing out of the goodness of your heart, genuinely, then that is love, because love exists for the benefit of it, and you're happy doing it for that other person, then that is love, because love exists solely for the benefits of the other person. Statement number 4, which is another interesting statement. It says, love is a form of defeat. Love is a form of defeat. Yeah. It says you can't truly win when you love. When you love truly, you can't win. Now, there is no how that you love truly without being actually looked like a fool. Hear me out. Based on the definitions that we have made in the first place, that first of all, love doesn't have to be confined to any form of relationship. Imagine a stranger, right? And then you are going all out for this person. Case in point, the case of the Good Samaritan. Like, he could have just left the man on the floor right there dying without helping him, just like the religious people did. But he didn't do that. I mean, I'm sure that he had it even cost him, because in this day and age, put it into the Nigerian context. Oh my goodness. Just put it into the Nigerian context, that maybe you're coming home from work one day, you're walking alongside the road, and then you see this person lying helplessly, maybe with a bullet wound, and is bleeding and is pleading, help me. And then there's nobody in sight, it's just you. Would you help that person? Especially given the fact that our Nigerian hospitals will first ask you to probably go and bring the police report or something. And then the police might come, and then, I don't want to go political, but I mean, we've heard of these cases. I mean, there are so many things that can happen. You could be accused because you are the one that actually brought the person in. It happens. I mean, I'll just say. But imagine even that, and the risk. You don't know this person. It might not even be that extreme case, but I'm just putting the context of the Good Samaritan. Someone that's dying and you don't know this person, but you risk everything to help this person, right? That's love, because it's for the benefit of that person. It's not, you don't gain much from that. Even if you gain anything, it's not your sole intention. It wasn't your sole intention to. That's not the reason why you're doing it. You're doing it from a place of purity and genuineness. And then finally, statement number 5. Love is the greatest practice of your spirituality. Dr. Orion says in this video that love is the passage into a higher form of life through the gateway of the humiliated self. Have you always wondered why in Matthew chapter 22, when Jesus was describing the great commandment, or I'm just paraphrasing it, he says, just like it was said in Deuteronomy, you shall love your God with all your heart, your soul, your mind. You shall what? You shall love. You shall love your God. And then you shall love your neighbors. Now, neighbors in this context, we know, is not just the person that's living beside us, or the person that we have feelings for. We shall love everybody, really. That's the thing. Like, that selfless genuineness, that selflessness towards your fellow human being. First of all, even seeing them as God's creation, seeing everybody as people that God created, people created in the image of God, and then treating everybody with kindness, treating everybody with respect, even beyond that, making some sacrifices when you can. That's love, man. That's love. Love is the highest practice of your spirituality, even as a Christian. In Galatians 5, when talking about the fruit of the Spirit, love was mentioned first. Love was mentioned first. Love. Love was mentioned first. And then, my favorite verse of the Bible, 1 Corinthians 13, 4 to 7. Love bears all things. Love believes all things. Love hopes all things. Love endures all things. Man, I know that I haven't yet gotten to this stage in my expression of love, but I'm definitely trying to work towards it. It's a lot of work because and I'm sure that that is what God is calling us to love God and to love people, genuinely love people. Imagine a place, imagine a world where we all looked out for each other. I know that it's really difficult to imagine that, but imagine that kind of world where you know you are protected by the next person that you're seeing coming down from the other side of the road, and you know that there's no ill intention towards you. Just imagine. And I think that would be heaven. My God, that would be heaven. So love is the greatest practice of your spirituality. So thank you for, if you stayed this far, thank you so much for doing that. And please check out my music. Ronaldo is out. Yeah, I know the title is Ronaldo, but like I said, if you listen to it, you'll find something about love in there. Yeah, so please stream, share if you love it with your loved ones, right? And I hope to do this more often. I'm putting out some more music, and also like, share, subscribe to this channel. I would try as much as possible to bring more wholesome content, more content centered around love, because that is the core. I'm making that the core of my identity as an artist. Yeah, if it's music or movies, I want to show the world how to love the God way. Yeah. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.